Dr. Rachel Griffiths, and I'm with my father and partner in aquatics.
Dr. Tom Griffiths.
Welcome to the Drowning Files, where each week we share a lawsuit we've been involved in or another true story with suggestions to learn from these tragedies to save lives. What case do you have today?
This is a case, a news story, a media story that occurred about 2 years ago, a drowning. We were not involved with this one, but it happened in the United Kingdom in Europe. And there was a famous violinist, music professor at a university, and he drowned in their indoor pool, the university indoor pool. And there were a lot of variables going on that we have spoken about in the past. Number one, the investigation found that was reflection and glare on the water from the overhead lights. Two, they had a camera system, and most of the lifeguard chairs, not all of the lifeguard chairs, had an underwater video that the lifeguards could look at to see if anyone was underwater. Well, one of these cameras was not working. Apparently, the one camera that was responsible for the shallow portion of the pool where he was swimming. He was an epileptic, and as we've told you before in these podcasts, that epileptics have a much higher chance of drowning than people without seizure disorders, anywhere between a minimum of 20 times greater to something like 80 times greater than the normal population. And so this very popular violinist drowned, slipped underneath the surface of the water with lifeguards on duty. No lifeguards saw him, and he remained underwater for nearly 7 minutes. And of course, after 6 minutes, it's very difficult to resuscitate someone successfully without any neurological damage. And he died a day later. After his death, shortly after the death, they installed a new virtual intelligence, artificial intelligence system for drowning protection because of the glare issues they have in the pool. And so, again, we were not involved in this. This happened somewhat recently in 2022, but out of this tragedy came some good changes where we used supplemental ways to detect drownings before it's too late rather than solely depending upon lifeguard coverage.
And you mentioned that they used the underwater cameras, but one camera was not working. And it's a good reminder to always check on and maintain technology when it's in use. Whether it's an AED, you don't want to go grab the AED and the batteries be dead. So anything, it's good to have supplementation and technology, but making sure that those things are maintained. They have the batteries, they're functioning because, it's of course going to be the cliche thing that the one time it's not working, something's going to happen.
Sure. And we suggest that with all of that type of equipment, technology, AEDs, water slides, what have you, are tested every morning before the pool opens. And I'm thinking that if all the cameras were checked prior to the pool opening, perhaps this may not have happened. And these technological advances, we know, can outperform lifeguards when they're working. As you say, Rachel, we just have to ensure that they're working.